Hey guys, Giga here. This is going to be a little different. I mean, I don't really have an MO when it comes to these horror reviews because, I reviewed a fucking sitcom before. So, anything kind of goes in these, I suppose, but this won't be your typical horror review, I guess, so a little warning in advance. Thank you for hanging out with me this either way. I do hope you enjoy this, though. I really worked really hard on this one. Thank you. The following review was made by a college humor and horror fan. Be aware of that while watching this video. Also, if you are a child, get the fuck out. This is not for children. Let me tell you guys, we're reviewing something internet related that's horror themed. Is it Marble Hornets? No. We're not reading a creepypasta lazily and calling it a review, are we? What? Did you not get my email? We're doing College Humor Does the Purge. I'll get back to you on that one. Time is an interesting concept to me. Things can age within days. Hell, even somehow they can stand the test of time. You know how things hold more value when they started sometimes, and then sometimes they just devalue within seconds. And this is one of those times for me. So my bias is a little weird and interesting because I'm gonna start out this because I am biased to College Humor, but not to this College Humor, not to the makers of this version at least. That's the thing, though. That's a part of me that's really interesting. So let me walk it with you here back in time. Back in 2017, 2018, give or take, a video went viral on YouTube back when it looked like this, called Jake and Amir Beers. And it's about how a guy could say he drinks like a skunk and like a billion beers, and it's funny because he's wrong, but that obviously isn't as funny as it used to be. But back then, now even, I was hooked, and like every other pimps and cools who were along the ride, I was a fan of Jake and Amir. I quoted every line. I had them on my iPod, on my iTouch, I guess. I was a fan of them, I was a fan of them, It's just kind of interesting how I could name every version of College Humor on this, but not this. But at the same time, both are kind of funny. It's this weird sense of deja vu. Because I think they're funny. I know they're funny. I know College Humor, just not this College Humor. And this is what I'm going to call new College Humor, with an NU, by the way. It's like a weird, again, sense of deja vu, and it makes no sense, because I almost know, again, none of these people, but I feel like I do. And how did I find this video? Well, a bit of a needed backstory. COVID-19 hit, and I was bored at work. I was between calls on a lunch break, and I had this urge to watch, this yearning even, to watch something, and then it hit me. I never finished watching Jake and Amir. I didn't finish watching Phantom of the Office. I didn't finish watching that era of College Humor. Even if I don't like high school era me, I still liked some of the stuff I liked, College Humor in particular. And within 2 days, I watched all of College Humor, and then I watched all of Jake and Amir. Shit, edit that out, man. But how does this video relate to Jake and Amish? Well, a couple of days later, a video got recommended to me through YouTube recommendation system of this, and I was interested because I didn't know these faces. I didn't know who they were, and that's okay. But originally I ignored it for a while because it wasn't something I was new. It wasn't Streeter Stridell, it wasn't Jake and Amir hardly working, it wasn't Sarah Schneider, it wasn't, Dan Rubin even. Hell, you know what?
Give it up, College Humor. 3, 2, 1, oh!
Back when I was watching College Humor in early years, I knew the faces. I knew Jake Hurwitz, Sarah, Sam, Dan, Pat, Amir, Streeter, the bleep bloop guy. I don't fucking like him, but whatever, who cares? I don't know who these names are. But I don't know who these people are. Except for maybe like Pat and the Adam Ruins Everything guy and Sam still, but I don't know the rest of these faces other than just review. Hell, I was following a couple of these people that didn't even recognize them. Like, no offense to them, they're really funny people. I just didn't recognize their face, and I feel bad for that. You know, but I just didn't know these faces. So this one movie, or long skit, or several skits, is broken up. I'll do my best to keep it intact like I did with Terror in Tokyo, but please stick with me here for a bit. Thank you. This skit starts off with a trust exercise, which is weird in this universe, because usually that means you just fall to the floor and get bribed into buying stuff from Sky Mall. But anyways, but it's even weirder because why would you trust anyone during a purge, or even after? Anyways, so after that we get the title card, and it's a very abridged version of what the plot of the purge is.
Okay, but so all crime is legal?
Yes. Well, you can't harm any high-level government employee, but that probably won't affect you. Isn't there something illegal that you always wanted to do?
Rep Chan here, and I feel so bad because I don't know her name. She's funny in this, but I just don't know her name. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Shibona? Shibona? I say your name properly later, I promise. I promise. Shibona asks a question normal people would ask, but not like sociopaths would ask.
Well, I guess I've always wanted to steal a car.
Great. We'll go do that then.
But then tomorrow do I have to go to the DMV to get it registered?
Welcome to the first segment of Exava Ruins Everything. Is that my screen name? Anyways, so, hey, actually, before I would be snarky, I will say I'm going to be snarky. And anyways, did you know you can't register a car without the paperwork? Meaning, if you stole a car, even after 7 a.m., you will be arrested for stolen property. Thanks for playing. And then Purge Chan here says, just do whatever you want to do, because it's the Purge, and she doesn't have an answer for it, really, and I don't blame her. These are really vague questions that not even the movie really wants to answer, so, I mean, it's not wrong to ask us to say that. That's actually a pretty big flaw of the Purge right there. It's really vague, and you'd think that they'd actually have an answer for that when someone asks it, but they don't. So, this man, Trap, his name is Trap, by the way, asks what could happen if you murder someone and they don't die till the end of the purge, which is actually able to answer.
Okay, everyone, just do whatever you want for the next 12 hours and don't worry about the legal minutia.
The gang continue to annoy her, and the Purge Chan just says,
Bullet.
You're all overthinking this. Let's just deal with these situations if and when they come up, huh?
oh, and write that down, by the way, this will be important later. After a little more of the gang continuing to annoy her, she says to do whatever, and they put on the Mickey Mouse masks? But that's trademarked and they can't do that. But about that. Welcome back to Zava Ruins the Joke. Did you know that breaking a trademark law during the purge should be legal? Because all crime is legal within a time frame. Also, ironically, a fun fact. The creators of the purge were sued for copyright infringement. Not useful really, but a fun fact, I guess, if you like that. You know, during the process of this, I had to look up some of these people, and no offense to you guys, but I was just so used to 2008 to 2014, you know? Watching some new college humor, again, it's a weird sense of deja vu. In high school, I knew Jake and Amir, I knew Sarah, Streeter, Pat, like I mentioned earlier, but it feels weird that I was subscribed to them for so long, and still, nothing really showing up my newsfeed. I just stopped watching, and watching this, I feel like I'm a toddler learning the lock for the first time. It's weird. I should know. The adult, should know how to walk, but right now I don't. I know Shibana now. I know Katie. I know Trap. I know Zach. I know them now because of writing, but if you sat me back down like 4 years ago, I would not know these names. And if you're watching this, no offense to you. You seem nice. I would shake your hand, offer you a coffee, but I just didn't know your name. I'm sorry. This skit is the worst of the skits, and here's why. First of all, it's really hard to watch at first. And then the point of it and the setup are two different things. The girls here, Siobhan, and I believe that's Katie, I think her name is? I follow her on Twitter, but I don't know her name, honestly. Anyways, they board up the door like that one part in Slashers featuring Samoa Joe. But this doesn't last too long as Grant just enters the fucking door like nothing happened. And honestly, no, for real, look how easy for him to open that door. Look at this. Look at this dude. This is also some of College Humor's best cinematography. It's dark, it's grimy, and you get the aura of something's really happening here. And it's really menacing, and a lot of internet videos don't use this. Go to classes.
Today no one can stop me. Siobhan. I'm gonna eat your lunch.
So, Grant's one wish during here is not to be all creep and rapey, thankfully, but to eat Siobhan's salad, which is not a euphemism or illegal, and everyone calls him out.
It's not illegal to eat Siobhan's lunch.
And we can all still judge you, which we definitely are.
But he just kind of does this. And then Grant kind of drinks expired milk, which the gang tells him it's not a crime. He says the FDA is full of shit, and everyone calls him out on it again, but it's still not a crime. Is this comedy not for me? I get the joke. He's not doing anything illegal, but it just feels unfunny to me. I don't get the joke. I don't get what's so funny about the joke here, man. I haven't even searched for this yet. But now, because I'm venting, and venting feels great. This next bit is really, really weird and contradictory to their own lore, because Grant starts smoking indoors, and anyone else calls him out again. But, well, first of all...
No, I mean, like, it's illegal to smoke in buildings in New York City.
Shit, really?
It's a crime. He's actually doing a crime in for once. This skit ends with Grant wanting to fuck a melon, but is killed by Wait, what is your name? You know what? My bad on that one. I never knew your name. I'm so sorry, Zach. You seem cool too. My bad, guys. I'm bad with names. But I'm still calling you a Joseph Gordon-Levitt imposter. I honestly don't know this person's name. So let's just call him a Joseph Gordon-Levitt imposter. This Joseph Gordon-Levitt imposter then kills him and goes, he's a master of bladed weapons. And that's how the skit ends. In high school, I used to read a lot of these Japanese death poems my aunt bought me. I'm not sure why she gave me those books, but, I mean, I read them a lot. That and Rosario Vampire, but that's a different story for a different time. Honestly, one of them stuck out to me a little bit. If I recall, it's about how time and death creep up on you in a way. And I feel like right now, it's one of those times still, where time just creeps up on me. Much like Shinoba, I don't know this person in real life, and their real name, their real life, I don't know them. I found their name on accident. You saw Googling their name. I was looking for college humor writers, and then his name happened to show up next to Joseph Gordon-Levitt's imposter, but it's neither here nor there. Like you mentioned a little earlier, 2008, 2010 was my time to shine, but I don't know if I'm supposed to get new college humor. Is this just not for me, or has college humor just not funny anymore? Or am I just not getting the joke? Or is it all three? I could say it bear blasting like a billion times and get a chuckle out of myself, but I can't say I'm gonna fuck a melon because, well, I'm not gonna fuck a melon on camera. I'm not fucking Christian. But at the same time, I just don't understand. Is this joke for me? Is time just beyond me? You know? This skit is the longest skit in this series, and it suffers a lot from it, and it's also the least funniest as well. It opens with Shinohaba and Joseph Gordon-Levitt's imposter stealing some office supplies.
Purge.
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 Ugh.
I'm gonna save you either.
When
Here comes a new challenger!
this grizzly manly man goes ahead and saves, in air quotes, our heroes here, and then says this. Rambo here then acts like a dick, more or less, and asks for a thank you. Which everybody sandbags, rightfully so. The Arnold S. knockoff says he's going to take them to a safe haven, but on the way he keeps getting douchey. He kills someone and makes a one-liner, asks for a compliment, and nobody gives him one. It's just... I think I get this one, actually. You're a parody of the macho Daryl Dixon types. I get that. You shoot first, ask questions later. I get that. But the joke just drags on and on and on. And that's the worst part of this. I don't remember College Humor doing this either. The jokes never dragged on and on in Jake and Amir like this. Because when they did drag on and on over years, they were called out for it. And rightfully so. Yeah, this just keeps dragging on and on and on. I get it. He's a macho meathead. I get it. But you could have cut this episode in half, and it'd still be just as funny. After pressing the elevator button, the main characters finally snap when Machete keeps asking for thank yous.
Doors automatically lock. You guys will feel pretty secure. I'd be feeling that right now if I were, on my own.
Okay, what do you want us to say?
Yeah, man, I feel like you want us to be way more thankful to you than we actually need to be. Like, you found us.
This scene is ruined when Trap is in frame, because then he just kills Trap. They call him out on that as well. But, like Phoenix Wright, he objects. I've ran out of names for him. Let's call him Bodyguard Chan. Anyways, freaks out and starts to shout at the heroes. And then conversation ends with the heroes leaving. But then the guard follows them and tries to give them some ultra-masculine speech about how he's making the rules and...
Heads, and you need to listen up. I'm tired of playing Mr. Nice Guy, patty cake, give the dog a bone. Because I'm the only thing that's keeping you guys alive. Do you understand me? So from now on, what I say goes. You ever seen one of those before?
He also gives them a gun, and is shocked that they've used guns before, but this is the same office where Amir Valley Blumenfeld has shot a gun in his office, not once, not twice, but 2 times.
Says you two fired a gun in the office. Twice.
Second time was me, sir.
So was the first.
He teaches them how to fire a gun, which they know how to do, and they shoot them dead. But only for them to die to Harley Quinn, and she makes a Family Guy joke for some reason. And here we are at the final skit, our crescendo of this series, and it's the shortest for some reason. We get a call back to the first video where they ask what happens if you kill somebody and they die when the purge ends, when Harley Quinn attacks her last hero here, whose name isn't ringing a bell here. Anyways, so Harley Quinn stabs her and she starts to bleed out, then the purge ends. The two girls discuss the rules of the purge again.
You trying to kill me?
It was the purge. That's what you're supposed to do.
And how Harley made her feel when she stabbed her. Honestly, Harley's reply here is the funniest part of this series so far.
Wait.
Okay, this is gonna sound bad, but maybe you're just mad because I know how to purge better than you.
Oh.
Harley asks if she's still mad, and they try to plan a road trip. When her victim is rightfully mad at her for attacking her, and when they try to plan a road trip, she replies with,
I can't, I'm busy.
Forever?
Let me check. Yep, forever.
That's actually pretty funny. Why couldn't the rest of this episode be like this? It's dumb, it's goofy, it's funny, it's edgy as shit, sure, but it's not trying to be long enough to drag the joke on, but this is it. This is the best part. Katie, I don't know this other girl's name. I don't have time to really look up her name right now at the moment either, but you and Siobhan are three funny fucking ladies. It's like SNL. Because you know what they say about SNL?
I hear on SNL the women are funnier than the guys now, but I don't know. I'll never see it.
But
Hi, I have my friend here who was stabbed.
By you?
And she needs an ambulance. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. They said the wait time for an ambulance is 90 days. I think it might have something to do with the purge.
Yeah, of course it has to do with the purge.
Well, while that happens there, the two girls start to argue some more, and Harley honestly should apologize for what happened here. But she doesn't, and this is ending's kind of unexpected because, well, Sam Third Male Reich here says,
I feel really guilty for some reason.
Don't feel guilty, it's the purge!
Sam, you're funny, man. Sammy and Katie are great. Oh, fuck. I didn't even worry about the fatality in there. That's how funny this is. A lot of people say nostalgia can be dangerous in dosage. You know, you watch The Crow every year, go for it. You want to replay every Metal Gear game in winter, that's fine. It's not unhealthy to do so, but it shouldn't always be what you do. You should be willing to experience new things. You should be able to experience new ideas, and honestly, college humor for me is, well, was a face of mine for a while, you know? I was avoiding certain eras because I was scared to try something new. I was scared to try hibachi. I was scared to try Mongolian barbecue. I was scared to do all of those things, and I was avoiding an era I shouldn't have had because of that. I was scared to that. Now, those other jokes were not funny, as you can clearly see. My laugh there was actually pretty fucking genuine. I don't fake laughs. As you see, that new college humor can be funny if written well. But this, I don't know, man. I don't know where the joke was ending and beginning, and this is, well, what I like about this, well, college humor has always been great in cinematography. Even back when it was just shitty GoPros, they seemed to know how to record and show it to you. Hell, even now, for example here, look at this man, look at this dude, this is terrifying. It feels like you're standing there with him as he's about to fucking shank you. Hell, even at the least funniest moments, I gotta chuckle out of certain parts of it. The first beginning and the endings, for example, here, when they're asking her all the dumb questions, it was funny. The two girls, when she shouts the phone, I legitimately laughed so hard I stopped writing the script. And that's what I liked about college humor. It always makes me laugh. But what do I not like about this? Well, the other two skits are garbage. Him humping the cantaloupe isn't funny. Eating lunch, fine. That's a funny idea. But humping the fruit, drinking the milk, not funny. Extending that fucking skit of the guy who's the guard isn't funny. And the only reason it's supposed to be funny is because of gun funny. But, like, at what point do you look at what you're doing and going, maybe this was not it, you know? Hell, I'm here wearing a fucking little Crevo t-shirt, making reference to Jake and Amir, and I don't know what I'm doing with this fucking skit, man. Just jokes, these things. It's half funny and half not funny. And if you're doing it long, I get it. If you've been doing it, not every joke is going to be good. Not every video on the channel is going to be 100,000 views. I get that. But maybe not extend the joke to 3-5 minutes long with nothing going on. You know? I get, maybe I haven't asked more questions like, oh, you see that kill shot, bro? Or, hey, bro, you want to do this, bro? Like, he was asking questions and, like, not answering them, and, like, that's fine. But, like, there's more to a joke than that they were giving us that to, you know? Anyways, you can watch it on YouTube. It's in the link below. Thanks for hanging out with me next week ago. This was therapeutic in a way, and I really appreciate you guys for watching this if you have. Anyways, stay safe, have a good day, and have a happy, what's almost October, Halloween. We're not doing anything like that next year, whatever. Who cares? Peace.
Baby, sing me to sleep. Painful memories. When you say that you need me, you save me from leaving things that I might need. But the missing piece is out of my reach. But I don't mind if you can't be with me all of the time. So be on your way. No, that is not what I wanted to say. I just want you